Hello and welcome back. I am Mondef, of course, and today I'm working with my vertical item pipe. And in the latest snapshot, which I'm working in 13W05B, my previous design for an item elevator, I wouldn't say broke, but it's not as reliable as it once was. I won't go into detail about what they changed, except that the comparator's interaction with the dropper here was modified, and now it doesn't work the way it used to. Okay, so I designed a new one. Alright, so this is my new one, and it's similar. You can definitely see relationships. Of course, I've made it so it can sit flat on the floor, as you saw it before I took the floor away, so the chest can sit anywhere. And it's a very similar shape, just a 3x3. I had to add a little bit on here on the side, which is unfortunate, but it had to be done. So this is what we're doing here. Let's take a look at this layer. Again, we're using a comparator to read off of the dropper, read the inventory of the dropper, and it's feeding into here. Now we're using this different state of the comparator. This is the normal state, this is the other state, which rather than looking for less than, looks for greater than. And then we feed it back around to itself, and this causes a loop where, you know, this has more power than it's putting out, or than it's reading from the block, so it turns off, and then since there's no more power here and there's items in the block, it turns on, and then it loops around, and it forms basically a clock that is controlled by whether or not there are items inside of the dropper, which is exactly what we want. As long as there are items in the dropper, then we also run this over here, power the dropper. As with my previous design, I'm using a repeater to feed this in so that this becomes strong power, which provides weak power for the top. Now, for some reason, when you're using the comparator in this mode, it doesn't actually allow you to power the dropper with the same wire. And you could make this a little bit bigger, and you could solve that and go around the side and whatever. But my solution is simple. I just pre-powered the droppers. So this block pre-powers this dropper, this block pre-powers that blocker, and then this lever pre-powers these two. The reason I'm using a lever on the side of this one is so that you can get a flush floor. And the reason I'm using blocks here instead of the lever is because if you wanted to feed in with a hopper, if you have a lever that goes right here, this lever is now actually powering this hopper, so the hopper won't dispense items, which of course we don't want it to do. So if we use a block here, then we can power this without powering the dropper. Of course, I could use a lever here on this block as well if I wanted to. In fact, it's probably powered from there anyway, so it's fine. But if I put these in this hopper here, it'll feed in. You can see items sit here and just flash in the dropper inventory as they get sent up the line, and they all make it up into the chest just fine. You just have to make sure wherever you feed the hopper line in that you remove the lever power and move it out a block here. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, you could probably power it from right there. Yep, that works fine. Because this one has a strong power from the lever, this one getting weak power, so it can't power out to this hopper. So yeah, that looks great. Made it actually a little bit smaller. There you can see all of my stone. So this now, 100% reliable item pipe. I'm not going to tell you it's not going to break because it probably will, but I will keep fixing it until it comes out, because I will have vertical item pipes in 1.5. So if you're interested in vertical item pipes as well, stick around. If they make any more changes, I will continue to fix this system. On a side note, if you've been with me for a while, you might recognize this system over here. I won't talk about it much. This is just my automatic brewing station. My automatic potion dispenser sits flush on the wall. This guy still works just fine. Automatically brews potions still. So that one's good to go. These two machines, we're going to keep them up to date as we move forward. So thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.